on the
Okay.
platform na wala namang nanonood.
Meron yan. Pag sumikat tayo, meron yan.
Yeah.
Irolyo ang investigasyon.
Parang Waze.
Oo nga eh. Turn right in 500
Wrong spell lang
meters.
pala ang Ukrainian ko.
Oh my God.
In 500 meters, turn right.
Uy, ba't nandito yung race character? May ano ba? May paparating bang pop star sa ano natin?
Ayan. Okay, so we are now streaming. And welcome back to our weekly Dungeons and Dragons game, Into the Mist, with the Animal Crossing friends. Just to give a little recap of what happened in our last session. Our adventurers were one by one pulled into the strange land of Barovia. All of them coming through a mysterious mist that suddenly envelops them. Upon arriving in Barovia, they entered a strange, spooky, mysterious house after being invited by two children outside. Inside, they found the remnants of what happened to the Durst family and how the land, how the darkness drove them to some vicious acts, and how a man by the name of Strad von Zarovich eventually put an end to their cult. Upon exiting, the adventurers found sweet Morganta, an old lady who was peddling some pies that was able to regain their health after eating. And then shortly after, they met Ismark in the local inn, where they were asked to help him assist in bringing his father's remains from their manor to the church. They've been having problems because his adopted sister, Irina, is not she's not liked by the townspeople. They usually jeer at her and throw expletives at her, often causing a commotion whenever they see her. They believe that her red hair is a symbol of being cursed, and that she is the one that brought the curse to the small town of Barovia. After successfully bringing the former burgomaster's remains to the church, they find out what happened to Doru, the son of the local priest. They found out more information about a mad mage, or a mage that tried to take on Strad von Zarovich. However, they failed. And the following day, Kolyan, Ismark, asked them to bring Irina away, far, far away from this small village. He told them of a abbot to Saint Markovia somewhere in the west, following this road. He believes that if they're able to bring her there to the town of Kresk, Irina will be safe and out of reach from Strad. And so the party goes west, and following the road, they come upon a fork on the road. One of them leads to a normal trail, and another into the forest, where there are some tracks on the ground, some wheel tracks with horses with hoof marks, and the faint sound of music. Condoriano is somewhat familiar with this music, and in fact, he recognizes it a little bit. As he journeys deeper and follows the road, you see that it is a strange encampment next to a crystal lake that is filled with pure, fresh water that sparkles in what little light there still is left in Barovia. And as you come closer, you start to hear this music.
What?
Ano to, Budo?
What?
Diyos ko!
As you come closer to the encampment, you start to see that there are several men, women, all of which are dancing around the campfire. All of them exchanging drinks, taking swigs of what looks to be wine flasks. And in fact, one of them seems like he is busy telling a story to the crowd.
Oh my God, this song. Ito yung narinig ko sa cellphone na laruan.
Oo nga.
So, Condoriano, since you are the most familiar with them,
Ito yung narinig mo sa jeep ng sa Aurora Cubao.
okay? So, Condoriano, since you are the most familiar with these people, in fact, they look familiar to you. They are the Vishtani, the same people who brought you to this land. You look at them, and you see that they are again gathered around the fireplace. One of them looks to be telling a tale. Do you listen in, or do you tell your companions about what is happening or who they are?
Just ano ko muna sila. Paano ito Oriyan?
Mm-hmm.
Na-meet ko na sila noon before kami nagkita. Parang before nagka-meet yung party, sila yung parang nagdala sa akin sa kanila sa party.
Okay. And the party, now knowing about the fact that Condoriano has met them before, what do you do with this knowledge? What is the reaction of the party upon seeing this group of people dancing around the fire and making music as they go along?
Avoidable ba sila? Hindi naman.
What do you mean by avoidable?
Like, hindi sila pansinin.
You can choose to ignore them.
Malakas yung music.
Wala, black lang yung nasa screen ko.
Ah?
Ano ba?
Ako din.
Oh,
Black
okay.
lang.
Mm.
Black talaga.
May nakikita akong picture sa gilid.
Parang, ano to? May card.
Parang may card nga. Ayun sa
Oo nga.
Ayan, ayan.
Uy.
Ayun na, ayan.
Daming kabayo.
Ayan. Okay.
Ayun.
Ayan. And you see, this is the scene that you stumble into upon following the road. You see, there's again another campfire here, and it looks like they're having a good time around it. You also see that there are several horse-drawn carriages. How do
Mga
you?
gypsy.
How does the group respond to this? What is the reaction of the group?
Mabait ba sila, Condoriano?
Hindi ko sure kasi saglit ko lang naman sila nakasama. Pero so far, okay naman sila kasama.
Pwede, I think, pleasant. Paano ba natin?
Parang
Parang
fun sila
Oo.
kasama.
Ayun.
And as you are pondering about these people, you see one of the Vishtani recognize Condoriano and says, "My friend, you have made it here. Come on, you must join us." And he puts a bottle of wine in Condoriano's hand and drags him towards the middle of the fireplace. Ayan. Condoriano, how are you reacting to this?
Anong
Popular
ginawa?
guy.
Ano yun ang nila? Ano nga yun?
He pulls you. He puts a bottle of wine in your hand, invites you to drink with them and join their festivities.
Invite ko rin yung party. Hilahin ko yung party. Gagamit ako ng Sornoy para hilahin yung isang member ng party.
Which one?
Kung sinong pinakamalapit. Sino ba pinakamalapit?
That will be Gideon.
Si Joanna.
Okay, so you torn whip Johanna. And
Hoy! Bakit? Walang iya kayo.
15 feet away ako, ha? 15 feet away ako. Ikaw, 10 feet away ka lang.
Bakit ako?
Johanna, you find yourself wrapped up in a whip as you see Condoriano try to invite you to join in their festivities.
Pero lang naman, gentle yung pagkahila. Hindi naman yung
Do you allow yourself to be pulled or do you resist?
Can I try to read?
Okay. Condriano, you can feel that Johanna is reluctant to join you. And you can feel the resistance on the other end of the whip.
Hanap si lang, si Gideon na lang.
Okay, Johanna, you can feel the whip unwrap from you. And then Condoriano again whips towards Gideon this time. Gideon, do you allow yourself to be pulled in by the whip? Or do you resist?
I resist.
Ayaw mo mag-TikTok?
Nope. I made a dex save 17.
Okay. Unfortunately, Condoriano, you see that your whip misses completely, Gideon.
Hindi,
She is
samahan ko na siya.
he is able to evade their whip. A few minutes later, Johanna, on her own, without being whipped, uh, comes closer to the party to see what everything is all about. Johanna, as you enter, you see that there are a few other Vishtani who gather around you and say, "Oh, you come, drink with us, join us, join us."
Can I
As
ask, anong celebration?
celebration, we are celebrating life, of course. Come here, have a bottle, and they put a bottle in your hand as well.
Can I try to sniff it first before...
As you
Ano?
sniff the bottle, you get the scent of the sweetest wine that you can imagine.
Tapos bubulong ako kay Condoriano na, is it safe to drink this?
Safe naman.
Sige nga, inom ka nga. Tapos itatry kong i-ganon sa bibig niya yung baso. Sabihin ko, sige nga, uminom ka nga.
Sige.
Okay. And Condoriano, you see him take a swig out of this wine bottle. And Condoriano, he tastes the sweetest, most delicious kind of wine that is imaginable.
Pwede mag-investigate.
Sure. What are you investigating for?
Bakit sobrang happy nila? Part ba yun ng ano nila, pagiging ano man sila?
I can roll investigation for that.
Okay, with ano guidance.
Pwede ko bang i-check yung surroundings if may something fishy about it,
Go ahead.
about the situation?
Roll investigation or insight.
Hindi kita mag-guidance, malayo ka sa akin.
Doesn't matter.
So, Gideon and Johanna, you're able to gather that these people are wanderers because of the tents that they use and the wagons and the horses. You know that these people are usually on the move, and that is why they seem to be more happy-go-lucky. You also, Gideon, you see that there is no signs of danger here.
Okay. Good.
Anong oras na nitong time na to?
It is maybe 4 in the afternoon.
Anong oras tayo kailangan magpunta dun sa house na dadalahan natin? Kaya, ano niya? Wait lang.
Ni Irina? Well, you know that the journey is still quite far, and the estimated time of arrival there is not sure. You know it'll take several days or even weeks.
Ano nga ulit yung place na pagdadala namin kay Irina? Sorry, I forgot.
You remember that it is called the Abbey of Saint Markovia in the town called Kresk in the westernmost part of this land.
Pwedeng mag-ask isa sa mga members nitong group na to if may any idea sila about dun sa parang vampire.
Vampire?
Or may naririnig silang anything na parang mysterious dun sa parang castle.
Vampire. Oh, it's just your luck. I suppose you are referring to Strad.
Yes?
Ah, then. Well, yes, we do. We do know about him. Would, in fact, one of our friends here is about to tell a story about Strad, or
Okay.
more precisely, a story of a wizard who once tried to oppose Strad. Would you like to listen?
Sure.
Okay. And hearing this invitation, what are the rest of the party doing?
We, I will join, but I'd probably keep a close list. I keep it. We keep distance from the crowd.
Okay. How about Shivara and Icarus?
I'll also join Johanna and Gideon.
Okay. And Shivara, I'm guessing you also join? Listen in? Okay. And Condoriano, how about you? You have already taken several swigs of the wine by now.
Bigyan ko sila yung part.
You are now offered wine, Icarus. Do you accept it?
No thanks. I'll remain sober.
Okay. And you can see, once you have gathered around, one of the Vishtani pulls out a bag, and from that bag, he sprinkles some dust into the fire, and it changes for its color from red. It turns once again to green, and you start to see figures take shape as the fire moves in different ways. And he goes, "A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you are standing. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the Devilstrad. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at one another. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet, by his magic, he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the Devilstrad fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body to see if, he had anything of value. But the river Iblis had already spirited him away. And with that, you see the fire once again shift to the orange glow. How is that for a story, my friends?
Ask question.
What questions would you like to ask?
Vampire ba talaga siya?
Who?
Is he a vampire?
Strad? There is a rumor that yes, he is an indeed a vampire and a very powerful necromancer.
Ooh, shit.
Can we, do you know anything kung ano yung weakness niya?
Why, that is not something that we know of. However, I do know someone that might have answers to your questions. Uh,
Who? Who is it?
I believe that she has been waiting for you. Just here, on this tent. You will
Me?
you will find Madame Eva. I suggest you talk to her and ask her your questions.
Can we go as a group or one by one?
Why, I believe she's expecting all of you.
Oh. Who's Madam Eva, by the way?
She is the leader of our little community. She is all wise and all knowing. She keeps us safe from all that would wish to do us harm.
Okay, where is she?
Inside this tent here.
Papasok ba tayo? Guys?
Yes, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
How about Johanna? How about Condoriano, Shivara, and Icarus? No objections?
I'm from sunod din ako.
I will follow.
Okay.
Hello. Okay, Waze, let's go.
Okay. So you all approach the tent on the in the corner of this encampment. You see inside that there are magic flames which cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. At last, you have arrived. Cackling laughter bursts like mad light from her withered lips. So, you're finally here, Stormborn. Or should I say, Gideon? Perhaps that was a name from a different life, yes? And you, Mishta. How long it had,
Mishta?
Wala si...
how long I have waited for you to arrive. Oh, where are my manners?
Law.
It's Shivara now. Make? Azazel?
Uy,
Melith?
oy, hindi ako Gideon nung past life ha.
And Stormborn?
Yeah.
I have been waiting so long for you to arrive. You must forgive me. I must use your new soul's names. Condoriano Gideon, Shivara, Johanna, Icarus. Am I right?
Yes, Madam Eva.
Who are you?
Yes. I suspect you have lots of questions for me. You wish to know why you have been brought here. Well, come on, sit down. And you can see in front of you there is a low table with a couple of seats in front of it. 2 seats. Who would like to sit in front of her?
Me.
So, Johanna, who else?
Bibo Kid.
Ano daw?
Bibukid daw ako. Grabe ka.
Okay.
Ikaw.
So, they both, Shivara and Johanna, you're now
He
seated.
will sit in front.
Yes. You both sit on the table. And you see, you catch more of her face. And you see that it is an old woman who is speaking to you. She tells you that, come now. I believe you have questions for me, but that must wait. For now, we must read your destiny. Would you like to know what destiny awaits you? Well,
Yes.
my powers, they do not come free. That will be 1 copper piece for the reading.
Sige. And then, ginanon ko yung karat ko sa kanya. Okay.
Very well. And you see, she spreads out a mat in front of you.
Carol.
Ayan. And now she asks, so, who would like to go first?
Me? Can I first?
Very well. And she brings out a deck of cards, which she shuffles in front of you and says, so, Melith, I'm sorry, Johanna, please do choose your destiny from this deck of cards. You can see that there's a deck of cards, right? Click the draw.
Cool. Lower right.
Anong gagawin pag nasa draw na ako?
You've already drawn?
Best may number. Kailangan ko lagyan ng number.
Okay. So, please place it on either here, here, or here.
Ah?
Can you drag it? Ayan.
Ayan. Ay! Nakakakaba.
So, here. Alright. What about you? Mishta, Shivara. Yes, Shivara.
Mag-drag lang ng, mag-draw lang.
Yes, draw a card and place it here or here.
Okay. Ayaw.
Cute.
Wait.
Si...
Ayun pala.
Yan.
Then what is it?
Okay.
Okay.
Tor.
Gator.
And who would like their fate learned? What about you, Stormborn?
Oh, sure. I'll draw. Why not? Ilan? Isa?
Just one, yes.
Ooh! Am I gonna die?
Ano
Okay.
nakuha mo?
Lumabas na ba?
You can place it on this spot here.
Oh my God!
Necromancer.
Oh boy.
Wala.
Bye, guys.
I see, I see. Your fates are very foreboding, for the lack of a better word. Perhaps it would be more wise if we find out all the fates first. Come, Condriano. You need not sneak around anymore.
Saan ilalagay?
Oh, wait, no. Not just yet.
Excited.
And she takes out another deck of cards and shuffles them in front of you and says, please pick one and place it here or here.
Nakapick na ako kanina.
And you can see that what you have picked vanishes into thin air.
Pick ako ulit.
Yes.
Yan, no? Happy.
Execution work.
Oh, ba't nag-iba?
There.
Nag-iba.
And finally, Icarus. Come, seal your fate.
One lang input, no? Sorry.
Yes.
Tama ba?
Mhm.
Press ko yung draw na button. Then I input one. Tama ba?
Yes.
Okay. And then, what's...
You drag it to this spot here.
Okay. Tama ba? Uy.
Okay. Perfect.
Ayun.
And as she sees all of the cards laid out in front of you, you can see her start to concentrate on them.
Parang ang pangit ng fate natin.
Bakit doon? Bakit doon, John?
My friends, yes, it is your fate, your destiny to face the Devilstrad. These readings will help you in your journey to face him.
Picture ako.
Naiwan ko lang nakabox ang bibig. Naiwan mo nakabox ang bibig.
First, and he turns to Johanna. Johanna, your card, the rogue. Mick is no longer here. However, I still do see a nest of ravens where you will find a prize waiting for you. And then he turns to Shivara. And says, Shivara, you desire power. You
Yes.
seek it at all times. You will find what you are looking for in a throne fit for a king. This
Daenerys ka pala.
and you, Gideon.
Yes.
And she looks at the card. Looks at Gideon. And you can see that there is much terror in her eyes.
My God.
Gideon will just flash his goofy smile na parang sobrang innocent na, yes, yes. What's my fate?
You see, a woman hangs above a roaring fire.
Mm.
If you find her, you will find the treasure that will help you in fighting the Devil's Strand.
Did you say hang?
Yes, hang.
What does this have to do with the necromancer?
You will find out in due time.
This is weird. I never believed in soothsayers. Just gonna cross his arms.
Well,
Doesn't even relate to the card. Poof.
and now she points to Condoriano. My friend, your card. This card sheds light on one person who will help you greatly in this battle against darkness. Seek out the brother of the Devil's Bride. They call him the Lesser, but he has a powerful soul. And finally, he looks at She looks at Icarus and tells, Icarus, your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card, it will lead you to him. And it says that he lurks in a hall of bones in the dark pits of his castle. There. These are your fates. These will help you in your journey. It is up to you how you will find them. Yes, child. You have questions.
How do you know our past selves?
You see, I have a connection with the world of Barovia and beyond. I know things.
Do you have any advice for us how to kill Strad?
First, seek out the items, the people, the treasures that I have mentioned here. It is your fate to earn them. And seek out as well the one who shall oppose him and help you in your battle against him. All of this might not make sense now, but when you see it in front of you, it will all... You will know that it is true when the time comes.
Okay, Madam Eva. Do you have any potion? Do you have any potion to give us or something, or we can buy?
Potions? No, no, no. You will not find any of them here.
Or talisman ba yun? Yung mga parang agi-agimat.
Ah, you mistake me for one who practices witchcraft.
Ah, okay. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I can offer you no such physical protection, except the protection brought by knowledge and knowing your destiny.
Thank you, Madam Eva.
You are most welcome, Meleth. I mean, Johanna. Please do come again if you would like your fortunes to be told.
Okay. And then binigyan ko siya ng 2 copper. Ay, 2 copper. Di ba bibigyan?
Why? Thank you. Bigon.
Babawasan ko yung pera ko. Wait lang. 100, diba? Ang katumbas ng 1 gold, 1 piece of gold.
Yes.
Okay, sige. So, 90. There. Ano nang gagawin natin? Tara na, hanapin na natin yung sinabi niya. He asked Madam Eva if she have any leads or way para tama yung daanan namin?
All you have to do is follow the road, and it will lead you to a city called Valaki.
Doon talaga tayo pinapapunta. Okay. Sige na, let's go guys.
And as you exit the tent, you can see that night has already started to fall,
No, nighttime na.
and the merrymaking and partying going on outside has gotten even stronger. In fact, they the music that you heard earlier has now gotten louder, and they are all dancing to the same beat in unison. What would the party like to do?
Lalabas na kami. Alis na kami, I guess.
In your journey.
Nangingi lang ng food siguro konti. Para we have food.
You were going to ask for food. Okay. And you see that they have some bread and some rations. And one of the Vishtani asks you, "Oh, you are leaving now?" Well, you know, this Valak Road can be a dangerous place at night. I wonder if you have already encountered the mist. You see, we Vishtani have a secret that allows us to travel in between them unharmed.
Do you do that?
Well, of course it is our secret Vishtani potion. And he pulls out a vial from his coat pocket and shows you a sparkling liquid that is purely transparent and purely white, or it's purely transparent in color.
Water, parang ganun.
Yes.
Can I, ano ba, investigation check kung niloloko ba kami nito?
Okay, roll an insight check. Hello? You can roll an insight check.
Sino to?
Me.
Si ano.
Yeah.
Investigation yan.
Insight.
Sorry. With with
Guidance.
baba naman.
Okay. And from your point of view, he's telling the truth. He's just a very convincing salesman.
I gusto mag-try.
Mag-insight? Try ko
Oo.
daw.
Okay, go ahead. As you overhear the Vishtani selling their secret Vishtani potion that allows them to walk through the mist unharmed.
Insight.
Go ahead. You are also captivated by the sales talk of the Vishtani.
Ano ba yan? Tayong dalawa pa nagsama.
You believe every word that he says to be true.
Oh my God. Wala na iba magta-try.
Sige ako. I will try. Ayaw mo kay guide?
With guidance, syempre.
Alright.
Again, Gideon,
Ah,
you are captivated by this sales talk.
fuck. Nope.
And you believe
Partida,
every word.
ano pa to proficient pa ako dito
Ako din, 5 ako, pero ganun yung rank ko. Oh my God!
Everyone is being taken in by this Vishtani self-talk.
Oh my God! Nasale pa
Nabudol na
kayo,
tayo.
Oo nga. Si Icarus na lang. With guidance lahat ng Fourth. Yeah!
Finally.
However, through the watchful eye of Icarus,
Sorry.
he senses that something
Not
isn't
ako.
quite right with the sales pitch. He sees that the liquid inside the bottle seems quite ordinary. And it does not seem to fit any description of any medicines or potions that he has seen before.
Aha! You're a liar.
What? No. How could this be? That is how
It-
we are able to travel across the lands unharmed by the mist. Come, I will give it to you for a special discount.
No, I don't like. Because you're a liar.
I'm a liar.
Come. And he presses it into your hand. Usually we give this for 500 gold. But for you, my friend, just 100. Very big discount.
Sam na yung gold ko. Wala. Wag na. How dangerous to go outside?
The mist, it conjures up many dangers, especially at night. If you are caught in the middle of it without any help, then you might become a lost soul here in Barovia.
We istaray mist.
Yung nakita natin last time, yung parang na-warp tayo.
Parang na...
Kala nyo, parang may mga multo-multo tayo nakita last time. Feeling ko yun.
Why is there a mist? Well, I do not know. There is a dark power that controls this land, and perhaps it is only our guess that the dark powers control the mist.
Okay. I think, anong gusto nyo guys? Palipas na lang tayo ng oras. Morning na lang tayo manis. Meron bang miss sa gabi? Ay, sa morning. Kasi parang hapon din tayo lumabas. Di ba meron din?
The mist, it does not stop. Day or night. It does not care what time of
When did
day.
it start?
It has been around longer than any of us have been here. When I was born, the mist was already here. There is only one way we know to protect ourselves from the mist, and it is through this magic Vishtani potion.
Ayoko nang bumili niya.
100% guaranteed effective.
No thanks.
Come. If you do not want that, then perhaps you would like our upgraded variant. It is called the Sinomist. And you can see that there's a hint of a reddish color now on the vial, in the liquid of the vial. This, I am sure, is safe, and it is sure to protect you. and special introductory price of 50 gold only. 50 gold. Come on.
Pass na kami with the ano.
Fe-
Pass na lang with the sales talk. We don't have money yet.
Are you sure? Very well. I cannot do anything about it. However, I have warned you uh, readily about the dangers of the mist. If you wish to face them without protection, be my guest.
Guys, ano? Ano gagawin natin? Alis ba tayo?
Lol, nakamute pala ako.
Ano?
Ay, kayo pa magsasalita. Ano yun? Sorry, ano sabi mo, Johanna?
Alis na ba tayo? Kasi
Shit, oo, sige. Wala na naman pera.
wala tayong pera eh. Gusto ko man wala. Go.
Kayo pa ako magsasabi, wala akong pera, wala akong pera. Ay, well, nakamute pala ako.
So, let's go. Bahala na.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lord.
Sorry.
All right. Then I wish you safe travels, nonetheless.
Okay.
And I'm guessing the rest of the party will also leave
Yeah.
together. How about you, Condorian?
Yes.
I-lead na rin ako lagi. Pero,
Despite the fact that you are already happy drinking the wine with them.
papaalam na ako sa kanila.
Okay. And all of them, you see, put on a sad face as you go. Saying, "Oh, come on, why you have to go so soon?" Okay.
And I sell my happy bread for 1 gold each.
Uy, adik nga pala to si Mishta. Kasi ano, niya, yung happy bread niya. Baka makulangin ka ng stash mo, ah. Mamaya kulangin ka ng stash mo, nagbebenta ka.
Touch talaga.
Unfortunately, they are not interested in your pastry that you are trying to sell them. Yes, yes. They know that they will be happy. However, they are contented with their wine.
That would perfectly go with wine.
Okay. And now you could
Hindi ko ma-persuade. Tiwag.
And now the party continues their journey in what looks to be nighttime as it falls. You see that in front of you the trail or the path is still visible because of the moonlight. However, it is just barely visible. You start to see the mist creep around you, creating a fog that is maybe ankle high on your feet as you walk across the road. You come upon what looks to be a you follow the river and you come upon the base of a canyon, at the far end of which there is a great waterfall that spills into a pool. You see that there are clouds of cold mist as it crashes, and a great stone bridge spans the canyon, nearly 1,000 feet overhead.
Sorry. Ano yan?
You see that you're at the base of a small river. There's a canyon.
Okay.
On above you or on top of the canyon, there is a bridge. Where you are at the base, it is where a big waterfalls ends or crashes down.
Hindi kayo nasa mist tayo. Wait, wait. Can I, ano ba, investigation?
Mm-hmm. What are you investigating?
Yung surroundings, kung nasa mist ba kami or tama lang yung daan namin.
You know that you are not in the mist just yet. However, you can see a pathway leading upward to the top of the cliff, to where you can use the bridge that you see on top of you.
Where are we? Saan ba kami?
You are now here.
Hmm. Are we crossing the bridge?
Yes, I guess.
Wait, perception ko muna. Pwede ko bang i-check yung surroundings?
Go ahead.
Wow! I do not see anything at all.
Can I try?
What are these roads?
Go ahead. Okay.
Where? Ano ba to?
Yeah.
Yun! Not 20. Okay.
Shivara, all you see in the darkness is this empty bridge that is lined with two gargoyles on both sides. Other than that, you can see the moonlight glisten on the moist stone.
Oh, Nazil?
Do you wish to cross?
Can we ask Irina kung tama ba yung way namin? May idea ba siya?
As far as she knows, she is only aware that you are to follow the road as best you can.
Road pa rin yun, diba? Yung nakikita namin.
Yes.
Part siya. So, I guess diretso. Yung part siya. Ano sa tingin?
Let's go. Let's follow it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Let's go.
you cross the bridge without incident, except for a few slips and stumbles as you see the stone bridge has been turned quite slippery because of the waterfalls below it. Yeah. And now, roll survival, everyone.
With guidance, everyone na. Pwede ba yun?
Sure.
Ah, hindi pwede. Okay.
Ano yun? Isa-isa mo kaming tinatap.
Ay. Ano ulit?
Ba't ang liit
Acrobatics
ng
ba? Athletics ba?
Survival.
Survival.
Survival pala.
Finally! Finally!
My God!
Ikaw pa yung natuwan.
Ano ba yan?
Ano siya? 16?
Sina?
RD4? Guys, help.
Or /RD4. /R space. Yun.
Yan. Pero wala 10 pa rin.
Tsaka nat 1 yun.
1 lang ba yan? Pag 4?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you start to see the mist start to envelop you as you go further into the through the road. At a distance, you start to hear the faint sounds of moaning and groaning. You start to hear shuffling. The shuffling of trees and footsteps in the distance. How are you reacting to this? To what you hear?
Hide.
Okay.
Try to hide.
How about everyone else?
Sige, hide din. Pero magpipik ng konti. Tignan mo paano yan.
May puno na, may mga bushes naman dito, di ba?
Mhm.
Pwede pagtaguan. Of course, I'm not
Hide as
stealthy. Fuck.
Hide.
Pero ilalabas ko na lang din yung ano ko, yung weapon. Just in case. While hiding. Quote unquote, hiding.
Okay. You think you're hiding, Gideon? And everyone else plays along? For the most part, you can see that you have a good vantage point from behind the tree. However, your big, stocky build prevents you from completely hiding yourself.
Good thing I'm green.
How about everyone else? What are you doing?
Wait. May mga puno-puno ba?
Yep.
Akit ako. Akit talaga. Tago ako sa puno.
Okay. Roll stealth for that.
With guidance. Oh my
Go
God.
ahead. Anyone who's trying to hide, please roll stealth.
Sige, mag-hide na rin ako. Magtago. Sa mga bush.
Maganda.
Mali. Sleight of hand yan, Joanna.
Ano ba yan? Ayun, nasa baba. Wala na. Yun ang maganda ko.
Okay. So,
Pwede pa guidance.
Oh,
among
may guidance. May guidance lahat.
among everyone, only Icarus was able to successfully hide himself.
Bye,
And
guys.
you start to hear the sound of footprints get louder, as if they're approaching you and where you're hiding. A few seconds later, you start to hear groaning. You see the shape of humanoids, maybe half a dozen of them, coming out from the mist.
Ano yun na sila? I'm scared.
You see a pack of zombies headed your way.
Sabi na eh, oh my God.
Everyone,
Sana nagpala din na lang ako.
roll initiative.
Oh my guys, GG.
Let's do this. It's been a while.
Saan yung mga token natin?
Yes!
Ito ang makita.
Uy, ang liit.
Hello.
6.
Oh my God, ayoko ng unang attack.
Pwede ka mag-bless.
Ah, okay. Oh my God. Wait. Na-pressure ako. Ako yung una.
O wala nga, bida-bida ka naman. Joke.
Visit ka.
Kasi hindi ka nauna si ano na, si Bea.
Okay. So, top of the round, Shivara. You see these horde of zombies approaching you from the mist. What are you now doing?
Ano ba yung AOE, sorry?
Area of
Area
effect.
effect.
Ano yun?
Like fireball.
Okay.
Basta malaking area yung
Multiple hits yung
tatamaan.
Aww. Wala. Parang gusto ko nang patayin si Gideon para gumawa na ako ng bagong character.
Okay. Darkness. Where are you casting your darkness? Okay. Note lang that this works like a smoke grenade na you can't see
Oo,
through it.
hindi rin natin makikita.
Even creatures with dark vision cannot see through this darkness. So where are you casting it? Okay, so here. Okay.
Ay, maganda yung spike growth actually.
Uh, 15 foot radius ang darkness.
Sayang spell slots.
Okay, yeah, sure. Attack na lang. Okay. You can ready an action if you want. Kung hindi pa abot. You can ready your attack, so if somebody comes close to you, you can attack them using that readied action. Okay. What action are you readying? Okay. So readying your halberd. Okay. Is that the end of your turn? Okay. Johanna, it's now your turn. What do you do?
Can I use yung parang, anong tawag doon? Yung natatakot sa kanya mga undead.
Yes.
Pag ginamit ko na yun, hindi na ako pwede mag-bless.
That's your action already. Wait.
Ah,
I think it's a bonus action to bless.
action ko ata yun since, parang cleric ba or something.
Uh,
Kasi,
is bless a bonus action?
hindi,
No.
siya, spells na.
Then it's an action.
Oh. Bless na lang. Bless na lang muna. Sino
Okay.
yung gusto? Ilan ba kami? 1, 4. Ilan yung pwede kong, pwedeng 5 na yung i-bless ko, diba? Kasi level 3 na ako.
You're going to use a higher spell slot for that.
Ano yung isipin nun?
You have...
Kasi sabi dito, pag naka-level 2 na ako, pwede na yung 5 eh.
Yes, you're going to use one of your 2 level 2 spell slots for that.
mawawala sa spell stats.
Isa.
Dalawa.
Isa lang. Pero level 2.
Sige, ganyan na lang. Para lahat kami meron.
Okay.
Can I do that? Okay, sige. Para petty ako meron.
Okay, so everyone gets blessed.
Yun. Yes. And then...
Hashtag blessed.
Oo, hashtag blessed. Punta ako sa likod sa tabi ni Erina. Kasi mahina lang ako.
Okay.
Yun na. And end of my turn. Pwede pa ba ako mag-ready ng attack or hindi?
That's already your
Kasi
action.
Okay, sige. So, tabi na lang ako kay Erina.
Okay.
Nag-cast ka ba ng bless?
Yes, sa ating lahat.
Wow. Okay.
So it's Gideon, your turn.
Okay, hang on.
Bakit walang
I-
turns? Ay, si Icarus.
Okay. May na-target na ba tayo? Wala pa.
Wala. Layo pa sila.
Okay, fine. Going to cast, Chill Touch on this one. Does it hit? 15?
15, that's a hit. Wait, which one are you hitting?
This one. Wait.
Okay. And what kind of damage is that?
2 necrotic. Pero,
Okay.
pag yung next time na may tatamaan siya sa amin, disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
So, 5, 10, 15, 20,
Tama, ito na.
25, 30. Tapos, I'm going to... Wait lang. Sige, i-ano ko lang. I'm going to hold and skip my end my turn.
Okay, so you do 2 damage and you hold him using your chill touch. So now the zombies start to move. Brains. Parang Plants vs. Zombies lang eh. And this one dashes towards Gideon. Icarus, it's your turn.
Wait. I'll cast a Hunter's Mark.
Okay, on whom?
Wait, sino yung tina-target kanina ni Gideon?
This one.
Ito.
Okay, Hunter's Mark on that zombie.
Okay, Hunter's Mark.
Wait. Hunter's Mark. And, pwede pa ako mag-ano, diba? Mag-crossbow shot.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Then another longbow shot.
Wow, that's a hit, definitely.
Yes.
Here.
Okay. And roll damage for that. Wow. Okay, so that's 10 total. And you can see now that there's an arrow sticking out of his eye. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, end of my turn.
Okay. And you see the zombies start moving again as this one dashes toward Shivara. Irina comes forth, tries to help Shivara out, brings out her rapier, and attacks. Doing, slicing off some of the
Nice.
fingers of the zombie that is attacking
Malakas siya.
Shivara. You see the other zombies trying to come close as well. Hanggang dyan lang. Condoriano, it's your turn.
Gano'n to kalaki yung ano, yung AOE nitong spike growth.
20-foot radius.
Gano'n kalaki yung 20-foot radius?
Let's see. Uh, 20-foot radius, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
Ganyan.
Tama ba?
Laki pala.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's big. That big. Where would you like to place it?
Pwede dito.
Where?
Matatamaan ba sila Gideon?
Yes.
Depende sa area.
Yan. We place it there.
Yan.
Yan,
Okay
yan.
yan.
Cook naman yung bilog na yan. Ang galing.
Sobrang cool, no? Gusto ko actually tong spell na to. Mag-druid na nga ako next time.
Yun lang mo. Ande. Cast ako ng spike growth dyan, then prepare ko lang yung ano, panghampas.
Shillelagh.
Siya pa naman.
Okay.
Yan lang.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yan lang.
Okay. And you see the zombies start to come closer. First, this one goes toward Gideon and slams into Gideon.
But, that misses. And,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
pumasok siya sa spike growth. So, magte-take ng damage, diba?
No, this one's outside of the
Didi.
spike growth.
Sino ba? Ito.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ito siya galing.
And then this one will start to move over here by dashing. This one tries to move here. That's how many squares? 1, 2, 3. 3 squares of spike growth. How many damage is that? 2d4. So 2d4 times 3.
Lakas pala nitong spike growth.
7 times 3 is 21. So you see
Wow.
that the spikes start
Yes.
catching onto the zombie. Every time it tries to move, more and more of its already decayed body parts are left behind. And by the time it reaches Shivara, it's already just barely standing up. And then he slams on Shivara. Unfortunately, that's a hit. Critical hit for 7 damage on Shivara. And then another zombie here. Now tries to go to Gideon. So that's 20 feet.
Take the damage.
Times 4, that's 20 damage. And just like the one that went after Shivara, you see that the zombie is slowly leaving its body parts on the ground before it can even reach Gideon. And then
Awesome.
tries to attack Gideon. 16, does a 16 hit?
That actually hits. Go for it.
That goes for 6 damage.
Okay, 6.
And this last zombie here goes after Condoriano. And Shivara, it's your turn.
Sarap thunderwave nila, no?
Mm-hmm.
Lumipat ako dito. Abot ako ng spell ni Condoriano.
Yes.
Okay naman. Attack na lang ulit. Ay, attack na lang pala.
Okay. Wow.
Nice!
Ay, oo nga pala, no? I forgot you had that readied. So you could trigger that nga pala. So I will take that.
Kanina?
Yes. You can take
okay.
this first attack as your
So
readied
two
attack.
attacks.
Yeah.
Nice,
So
nice.
roll damage for that. Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
And
ang
you
laki.
see the zombie that was coming toward you, which hit you at first. However,
My God.
you were able to retaliate with your own halberd and knock it down. Let's see, Constitution save. And it stays down permanently. There are now 2 other zombies next to you. You can still make an attack. Okay, that's a hit.
Lakas nung Calvert, ah.
Biglang humina.
Sorry, nabati ko ata.
Hurt ata kasi yung kanina.
8 damage. Okay. Taken. Anything else?
End na ng turn.
Okay, Johanna, it's now your turn.
Tingin ko na yung undead egg.
Okay.
Okay. Tapos, light crossbow na lang.
Wait, so what are you doing?
Di ba, inaano lang naman yun with parang anywhere? Or kailangan ko lumapit sa zombies?
Oh, that's an action.
At action.
Turn undead is an action.
Tapos matatakot na sila. Hindi na ako pwedeng mag-light crossbow.
No, if you turn undead, you cannot attack anymore.
Sige. Sige. Turn undead na lang. And then, back. Sige, dito na lang muna ako sa likod.
Okay, so can you describe to us how you turn undead? What does that look like?
May line. Ano nangyayari sa character?
Your range. I'm just checking.
Okay. Okay. Ito, may line. Anyway, like before, nag-white lang yung, ano ba? Paano ba? Magtuturn talaga ako undead, di ba?
You turn them away.
Turn them away.
Wait, I have to remind you that your radius is only 30 feet.
You have to move closer.
Yeah, you have to move in the middle of these guys.
Pwede ako maglakad?
Yes, of course.
Naman.
Okay, akala ko action.
You have 30 feet of movement, girl.
Okay. Wait. I think move ako a little bit closer. Move ko lang yung 2 point ko.
Yan. Para may guide ka.
Ano yung... Uy, may yellow. Yun ba yun? Yung yellow?
Yes, that's the range. That's the range.
Ah,
Usog ka ng konti sa left.
wait lang, wait lang.
Para makita mo.
Yan,
Yung...
pasok lahat. Pasok ba lahat?
Oo.
Oh, yan.
Oo.
Oh.
Except for one. Pero okay lang yan.
Ayan, pwede na.
Okay. And you're now going to turn undead. So can you describe to us what is your ritual, or how do you repel the undead creatures from you?
Ano ba? Ano bang maganda? Kunwari nagpe-pray ako yung kay Mami D. Ginaganon-ganon ko yung mga zombies. Yung ginagawa ni Mami D kay Manny Pacquiao pag may laban siya. Ginaganon ko. Yung kamay, yung hand movement.
Okay.
Iniisa-isa ko sila, hand movement ko sila. Ilagay ko sa Discord yung itsura ni Mami D.
Okay.
Ayun.
So that's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zombies that are going to now have a wisdom save. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So starting from the left, this one is turned. This one is turned.
Ayan, Bea. Oh my God. Kasama yung mga yung mga prayer book ko.
So everyone's turned except for the one next to Condoriano and the one next to Irina. Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Johanna?
Yes.
Yan. Gideon, it's now your turn. As you can see that the zombies are now afraid of Johanna.
Ibig sabihin nun, disadvantage sa kanya.
They
But
will
not.
they will all run away from her during their turns.
Ah.
But
Okay, sige.
the effect will wear off if you hit them.
Ay, ganun.
Yes.
Pero paano pag nag-miss? Okay lang. Walang
Yes.
effect.
No effect.
Okay. Okay. Pero may attack of opportunity pa rin ako, diba?
If
Kapag-
they move away,
pag-
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Same thing na kapag ako yung nag-move away.
If
Tama
you
ba?
move away, no. You will not trigger.
Perfect. So I will go here. And then I will hit this one with a sword papunta sa direction na to.
Oh, so you're gonna shove.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, dito muna ako. Gonna try. I have bless pala, no?
Yes. Okay, that's a hit. That's a hit.
9. So, papuntahin mo siya dito sa...
Okay, and
Ilang-
you shove the zombie back into the spikes, where you see that gets impaled.
Take that damage, bitch.
Constitution.
And then, I am going to...
Oh my goodness.
Of course.
However, as you see that it is impaled on the spike, you see that it continues to move. And it's still alive, despite having been impaled.
Okay lang. 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. See. So this zombie here will run away. here. So that's how many feet? 5. So spikes. D4 times 5. Times 5, 25 na. And you can see this zombie as it tries to run away. It starts leaving all of its body parts on the ground as it gets one by one entangled in the spikes that Condoriano has conjured up until it just drops to the floor, unable to move at all anymore. Because there's no more body parts left. Icarus, it's your turn again.
Okay, I'll cast this spell
Okay.
dito sa area na to. Tama ba?
Hail of Thorns. Let's see. Can you ping the spell?
The next time, uh, ping,
Yeah.
paano yun? Sorry.
Yan. Okay na.
Ay, yung description.
Yeah. Okay, next time you hit a creature. Okay.
So, next turn pa siya effective, tama?
No. You can use your
No.
bonus action first and then attack.
Can I still use Hunter's Mark or di na?
Hunter's Mark takes a bonus action, so it's either or. Wait. Hunter's Mark is permanent. Teka lang check ko.
Kaya dito kasi siya sa isa, yung last na turn ko. So, di pa rin ako pwede mag...
Okay. If you use that, you will lose Hunter's Mark.
Okay, sige, okay lang. Try ka pa rin, Hail of Thorns.
Okay.
Dito sa area na to. Then, here, dito na lang siguro sa kanya.
Okay. Addition.
Then, mag-e-effect yung Hail of Thorns, tama?
Yes. So you have to use your ranged attack and then it will... That's a hit. 10. And then roll damage for Hail of Thorns.
Ito ba yung nasa, ano?
Yeah, just click it lang.
Ayan.
Save. Yep, that's it. Okay. And with your arrow, you see that from one arrow, it becomes suddenly a hail of arrows that hits not only the target zombie, but also the zombie next to it.
Nice.
And let's see. Okay. And because of that, the zombie next to Irina dies and is now immobilized, while the other one now has several arrows sticking out of its head.
Nice. Then, end of my turn.
Okay. So Irina brings out her sword and again attacks the zombie, dealing 3 damage to it. The zombie out here. Closes in on Irina. Condoriano, it's your turn.
Saan yung may damage na zombie?
This one. The one next to you is still fresh.
Ang gagamit. Wave. 15. Gaano kalaki yung 15?
15-foot radius. Just... Paano ba yan? 15-foot radius.
Range niya is 15 foot cube self. So
okay, from yourself.
malapit lang pala, no? Pala malapit
There,
lang.
that's your range.
So yun yung matatama ng thunder wave. Gamit mo.
So, what is happening?
So lahat ba na kapag mag thunder wave ako matatamaan tong mga ko,
Yes.
mga allies.
Yes.
Yanon ko na lang cast na lang ako ng moonbeam.
Ooh, okay. Uh,
5 foot radius.
Wait. Ano yung spike growth? Spike growth, diba? Hindi Hail of Thorns.
Spike growth. I think that's also concentration.
Oh, pili ka lang ng isa.
Hindi pala ako pwede no?
Nope. Parang okay yung spike growth.
So kung ako concentration spell, hindi ako makakast ng ibang concentration spell.
Yep.
Yeah, because you're concentrating, bro.
Na lang, bang range itong Stormwave nga? Sakit. Sige, mag-Stormwave na lang ako nitong katabi ko para mayo to.
Okay. Roll it. Okay, that's a hit.
Nice. Ay.
Pwede ko naman na yan, itulak pala yun, no?
Is that part of the spell? Can you ping it?
Stormwave. Ay, pool pala. Hindi pwede pala i-push.
Yeah.
So, hindi pwede. Yan na lang.
Okay. Damage taken. Anything else?
And my turn na lang.
Okay. And you see
Hindi
the
pa pwede
zombie
mag-thunder
here
wave.
start to run away from Johanna. This one also starts going away from Johanna and enters within. That's 30 feet of thorns. How many damage is that? 24. That's times 6. That's okay. And you see him start to disintegrate as he runs through the thorn field or the spike field. Dead zombie. This one starts moving towards Shivara again, taking damage as he moves through the thorns. That's 10 damage. Constitution save. And he's still alive! Despite taking damn damage, he's still alive. Only barely. And now he's trying to attack Shivara. And he hits Shivara for 7 damage.
Nice.
Pwede to?
Plus 5.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, -2 lang. Tama ba?
Nope.
That's a plus 5 to your AC.
Plus 5 to your AC.
That makes your
okay.
AC 19. That still hits.
23. Tama ba?
Okay.
14
24 pala. 24 ang AC mo pag gano'n. Tapos parang ano siya magsa-stop lang siya after your turn. So lahat ng attacks against you nasa 24 AC.
Dapat pala kanina ko pa ginawa.
Pero until at the end of your turn.
Okay. End of my turn. Okay.
So hindi siya like pang matagalan na parang Shield of Faith or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it uses up a spell slot.
Yes.
Okay. That still hits though.
Okay.
And now the zombie next to Condoriano will try to hit him. Unfortunately, that's a miss. Well, fortunately, that's a miss. And Shivara, it's your turn again.
Okay. Halberd na lang ulit.
Okay. Roll it. That's a hit. Roll damage.
Okay.
6. Okay. And as
Meron pala akong ganito. Wait lang. Ngayon ko lang naaalala. Ay, wait.
ang tibay naman ito.
Plus,
You can use any batteries.
na-miss pa.
In addition, weapon gains plus 1.
Meaning ba niyan +1 sa damage?
No, yes. That's plus 1 to damage. I think it's already in there. No, it's
Baka
not.
hindi.
Yeah, it's not.
Kasi hindi niya alam kung back weapon ko siya or hindi.
Yeah. I-plus 1 mo na lang kapag back weapon mo siya.
Okay. Sige.
So that's 9 and 7. That's a hit. However, you see that despite of your solid hit on the zombie, he still, for some reason, still won't die and continues to keep moving. End of your turn?
End na.
Okay. Johanna, it's your turn again.
Sino pa yung kailangan yan? Teka lang. Pwede ko bang gamitin ulit yun?
You only have one? Wait. How many do you have?
I'm not sure.
How many channel divinities do you have?
Basta sabi na, iping ko na lang. Wait lang. Saan ba yun?
You have one only.
One.
Yes.
Okay. Sige. Wait. Saan ba yun? Halo na ba natin sila? O medyo matagal pa?
It looks
Then I
there's only 3 of them left.
see on them. Saan ba yun? Wait. Tara lang. Wait lang. Sorry. Tagal. Binasa ko kasi. Ito na. Yan.
Yan. Okay. What spiritual weapon are you conjuring up? And where are you placing?
Lovely.
Marami bang attack? Parang nabasa ko marami siyang pwedeng tamaan. Tama ba? Or
It
isa
can
lang?
one only.
One. Sino yung mababa na yun? Mataas pa may tanong ako.
So which one are you? Where are you summoning the spiritual weapon? And who
What
are
do
you?
you mean? Summoning? Gagawa ko ng something, ng iniisip. Ano ba?
Yeah, you are summoning a spiritual weapon. So where are you summoning it?
Summoning it sa dad ko. Pwede ba yun?
No. Where? Where? Location.
Location, like air, ganon, land, ganon.
On the map.
On the map. Here?
Okay. And that's your attack for spiritual weapon. Roll damage. Yan. Okay. You see this spiritual sword come out of thin air, conjured up by Johanna, and it starts beating on the zombie. Is that the end of your turn, Johanna?
Yes.
Okay. Gideon, it's now your turn.
Okay, wait lang. Gaano kalala to?
That one is already at the brink of death, although it just hangs on to the last bit of necromantic energy and magic to stay animated still.
Okay. Flanking.
That's a hit.
16?
Yes.
9?
9, that's a hit. And let's
Okay.
see. Okay, finally he's dead.
Yay. And then I'm going to use my
Isa zombie.
action surge.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then hit this one.
Okay.
Patay na yung zombie.
14. That's a
14.
hit.
Oh no, 21 pala.
That's
That's
a hit.
flanking. 11.
And that's also another hit. And
Uh,
let's see if he will stay dead. Does not. That's 11 plus
It's
5,
fine.
16. That does
Ay,
not stay
yeah.
dead.
No. Tapos na pala ako mag-action surge. Ang intention ko pala, bonus action, second wind.
Oh, okay.
And that's the end of my turn. Or 1d10. fighter level, which is 3. I get 8 HP back,
Okay, Icarus, it's your
which
turn. Okay, so using your second wind, you're able to regain 8 hit points.
yeah.
Okay.
Sinagad ko na lang sa 28 kasi
Okay,
yun naman talaga yung ano.
correct. Icarus, it's now your turn.
Okay. Casting Hunter's Mark to this zombie, then I'll cast a longbow shot.
Icarus, how many spell slots have you used?
Oh.
That's your last spell slot already.
Oh, okay. Hindi ba siya maka-cancel yung isa? Yung
Yes,
Heal of Thorns?
maka-cancel siya.
Okay. Yeah, okay lang naman, no? I mean,
Usually what people do is if they cast Hunter's Mark or Hail of Thorns, when the target dies, they just use their bonus action to move it in order to move and choose a different target para hindi gagamit ulit ng spell slot.
oh, okay. Sige. Akala ko kasi since wala na kasing katabing zombies na 5 feet, within 5 feet. So, parang baliwala na si Heal of Thorns. Okay, sige. Never mind. Sige, nakakast pa rin naman si Hail of Thorns, no? Pwede ka ba siya lipat din sa kanya?
Hunter's Mark lang pala. That only works for Hunter's Mark pala.
Okay, sige. Sige, if I'll cast the Hunter's Mark, ma-disable naman si Hail of Thorns, no? Tama, okay lang naman.
Yep.
Okay, so Hunter's Mark here.
Okay.
And longbow shot. Wait. Saan yun?
Okay, roll it. Wow, big
Here?
hit. Wow, big damage. That's 14 damage total. And you send another arrow flying through its eye. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, end of my turn.
Okay. Irina, taking on your lead, attacks using her rapier as well, chopping off one of its arms. The zombie now tries to go after Johanna and tries to slam Johanna but fails and misses. Condoriano, it's now your turn.
Gamit ako ng ito lang club.
Okay. Wow. Okay, that's a hit.
Kasi laylay ako no.
Yes. And 4. Okay, let's see if they will survive. 5 plus 4, 9. It does not. And it dies in front of you. The zombie has now been disabled. Is that the end of your turn?
And 9.
Okay. So this zombie here continues to run away until you cannot see it anymore. Still haunted by the third undead of Johanna. Gun. Okay, gun. Shivara, it's your turn again.
Okay.
There's only one zombie left.
Attack ko na lang siya.
Okay. Roll it. Okay, that's a hit.
1. Okay.
Okay.
And 7.
And Shivara, how do you wanna do this?
Kung paano namatay?
Yes.
Um, umikot kasi ano ba 'to, halberd. Then umikot-ikot siya. Then slice yung buong katawan ng zombie.
And you can see the guts and gore of the zombie as it's sliced in half by Shivara's halberd. And you are now left with inanimate zombies scattered across the ground. That is the end of the encounter. What would the party like to do? Now that the encounter has
Tayo
ended.
na
Mm-hmm.
lakad na kami. Gabi na.
Rest.
Pwede mo mag-short rest?
Rest muna tayo, guys.
Oo,
Long
gabi
rest?
rest muna.
You short rest. However, you do not find any place suitable for a rest in this road. You feel that the mist continues to creep up on you until suddenly you are enveloped by the mist once more. As you try to find your way through it, your lungs start to fill up with the mist. Everyone, make a constitution save.
Insta fail out.
Oh my God, lahat tayo.
We're gonna die.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay. And as you walk through the roads, you start to see that the mist has enveloped you, and there's mist all around you, to the point that it is difficult to see. And as you breathe in, your lungs start to fill in with the mist as well. And you start to feel it burn. Your lungs start to burn from the inside. Each one of you takes 3 damage from the mist. As you realize that staying inside the mist is not good for your health. What does the party do upon making
Paano
this realization?
makaalis?
You can follow the road away from the mist.
Ayun, follow the road na lang.
Okay. Everyone make dexterity saves.
So many saves.
Oh, wow!
Uy.
Oh my God.
Ang baba, ano ba to? Alam mo tong si roll 20, nakahalata na ako ah.
Gideon,
Yes.
you try to... Wait, who else? Who else hasn't made a save? Si Icarus.
Icarus.
So, Gideon, you try your best to escape the mist as well. However, your breath, you're unable to hold your breath long enough to release it once you have once you are out of the mist. And so you are forced to take another breath in, and you take another 5 damage as it burns your lungs even further.
Okay, 5 more damage. Ay, mali. 20 damage yung nilagay ko. So, 5 more damage.
Now that you have escaped the mist, you find yourselves at a crossroads. Here. You see that the road splits into two, one heading towards the east and one turning to the west. In the road turning to the east, you see that there is a black carriage. The black carriage is drawn by two black horses. And to your left, you see another road. And in front of it, you see that there are two giant there's a giant wall and what looks like a gate in the middle of it. Which direction do you go? To the right or to the left?
Saan ba kami sa left? Kung may gate,
Mm-hmm.
open ba yung gate?
From afar, you see that it is closed.
Then sa right may carriage.
Yes,
May tao sa loob.
you do not see any person.
Pwede ba kami sumakay sa carriage? Nakawin namin.
You can try.
Investigate muna siguro.
Okay. How about the rest of the party?
Hello, Shivara.
Okay. You go with Shivara to investigate the carriage. And as you come closer, you notice that the door of the carriage is open. And there is nobody inside of the carriage.
Autopilot?
Hindi nasa mist. Can we check if nasa mist pa kami? Or may
You
mist na?
you already know that you have escaped the mist for now.
Okay.
May check yung area.
What are you checking for?
People. Kung kanina yung carriage or bakit
Uh,
nandun siya.
okay, roll a perception check.
With guidance.
Yeah, roll guidance.
Sige. Wait.
Okay, 16. You do not see any person nearby. By the looks of the road conditions, you can see that this is an old road that used to be used often, but now has not been used for a long time. You can see that the road looks like nobody has been through this area for a long time.
Walang related sa carriage.
The carriage is just a black carriage. It is empty. The door is open, and the horses are just waiting there.
Pwede namin
Di ba-
kunin.
Oh, yeah. Yung horse. Parang may nakasakay na sa horse.
Kasya ba tayo? 5 tayo dito. Kunin natin yung carriage mismo.
So, how are you doing this? Are you climbing on top of the carriage and grabbing onto the reins? Is that it?
Mage hand siguro. Yung mage hand yung mag-grab.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
And then,
And then, i-check kung may mangyayari.
as you cast your mage hand, you see it floating through the air, trying to grab the reins of this carriage. However, you see that the horses do not respond to the reins. No matter how you try to pull and yoke them, they continue to stand still. And they do not listen to any of your commands.
Multo na naman. Nahawakan ng mage hand yung horse? Or
Yes,
lumalampas?
the mage hand is able to hold them. They are tangible, they are real, they are physical.
Kahit pag kami magta-try, hindi gumagalaw yung horse.
What do you mean by try?
Hindi na mage hand. Sasakay na kami.
Are all of you getting on?
Just me siguro.
Just you. How about the rest? Okay.
Sure ka na ba dyan?
Sa front lang, hindi sa loob ng carriage.
Okay. How about everyone else?
Ba't may ganong question? Parang sasalan. Parang aalis.
Isama ko.
Where are you riding?
Katabi.
Ako, lilipad ako,
Katabi ni
lilipad na ako sa
Shikara.
How about Gideon and Condoriano?
Pwede mag-transform ng horse and ako lang maghihila sa chariot. O sa
Yun! Tas ako magdadrive nung horse.
Pwede. Okay.
Sige, transform ako. Gamit ako ng isang wild form.
Kausapin mo yung kabayo.
May kabayo ba dyan?
Kabayo.
Meron.
Oh, sige, dalawa
May
kami.
dalawa.
Tatlo na kami.
ata. Pero hindi kasi sumusunod.
Oo, pwede ka pala silang kausapin, no?
Pwede ba?
Sige. Ay, hindi mo na ako mag-transform.
Okay.
Gamit ako ng isang spell slot.
Okay. How will you talk to them? That you mean it no harm. Peace. Okay. Okay.
Tanong ko bakit
Wait. Clarify ko lang ha. This is animal friendship, meaning it becomes friendly to you or it becomes not hostile to you.
Ay, ito pala yung ko. Yung speak with animals.
Ayun.
Yung gagamitin ko.
Okay. And what do you ask
Kasi,
the horses?
mm, bakit hindi sila kumikilos? Bakit parang ano lang sila? Pwede, parang kausapin ko na pwede hilahin mo kami.
Get on.
Pero
Sure.
anong problem?
Whee!
Tanong mo, who's your master?
Sino daw master niya?
Strad.
Sin?
Strad. Strad is our
Strad?
master.
Strad?
Familiar ba? Where
Familiar.
is Strad?
Ito siya. Yung nagbigay ng letter. Handout.
Oh, siya.
Si Strad.
Papunta tayo sa castle niya, ha?
Siya ba yung kalaban?
Oo, dapat hindi tayo doon pumunta. Pinapapunta tayo doon sa isang side.
Strad ba yung kalaban?
Andun sa castle. Basta yung parang floating castle. Floating ba? Or parang nasa taas?
Nasa taas lang siya.
Nasa taas pala, hindi floating.
Tanong mo, Josh, kung nakaka-communicate siya with master niya.
Sige yan.
Sige yun.
Nakaka-communicate ka sa master mo, Horsey.
No.
Heart.
Bakit sila nandito?
Deliver.
Deliver what?
Deliver. Ride. Ride.
Saan yung master?
Nandito ba yung master niya?
Home.
Saan yung home?
There.
Nga.
And points towards the
Diyan
road.
lang.
Ayun. Sino yung last na sumakay sa kanya?
Don't know.
Don't know. Hindi si Strad?
No.
No. Saan pumunta yung human?
Home.
Saan yung home ng human?
And then points toward the road again.
Saan na tayo papunta, no? Pwede hilahin tayo ng kabayo.
Oo. Mukha namang wala siyang connection eh. Pwede natin gamitin pa rin. Sakay na lang tayo? Pa-west?
Sige.
Para may sasakyan
Ayaw.
tayo.
Oo.
Then ano lang ako, tutulong ako sa paghila. Magiging kabayo ako.
Okay. And how about everyone else? So Condoriano turns into a horse. How about everyone else?
Ako, sasakay.
Sama ako doon sa carriage.
Mm-mm.
Sa carriage?
Sa
Okay.
carriage.
How about Gideon and Icarus?
Ano pa ako? Backseat driver. Ayun yung backseat.
Front
Ako
seat.
yung
In the air.
Hindi pa daw si Icarus.
Okay, Icarus will monitor
Parang
from the
scout.
air.
Parang, yep.
Okay. How about
Ayan.
Gideon?
doon ako sa harap, tapos hawakan ko yung reins para kahit alam ko namang si Condoriano yun, para lang may kasama rin siya if ever may something funny.
Okay, so as Shivara and Johanna take their seats on the carriage and close the door behind them.
Pwede hindi close.
Happy na naman tayo dalawa.
Pwede bang i-leave open?
And as you take your seats in the carriage,
Ako po.
the door
May mga
closes
ground
behind
behind
you.
Na na tayo.
And the
Lagi naman
horses
tayong dalawa.
begin moving and walking toward the east road, following it.
The wrong way, yung East Road is yung papunta dun sa others, dun sa castle, 'di ba?
You can
Parang west tayo eh.
Oo. Pwedeng bumaba.
Ito na naman tayo.
Sure.
Pwede naman
Okay.
bumaba.
Baba
Baba
na
na
kami.
tayo.
Okay.
Baba
so,
na lang kami,
Ito
parang
pang-
wrong way
Ito
ata.
pang dalawang medium yung nagsama.
before the carriage can accelerate and gain any significant speed, Shivara and Johanna both alight. How about Gideon?
Alin?
You see Shivara and Johanna alighting from the carriage before it
Uma-
starts to speed up.
Wrong way.
Pwede
kasi.
ba? Wrong way? Kahit si Condoriano yung nagde-drive? I mean, si Condoriano yung nagpo-pull?
The two black horses are the ones pulling. Condoriano is just following on the side.
Tatalon ako kay Condoriano.
Remain lang ako ng horse.
Para sasakay ako sa kanya.
Hindi namin mag-move yung horse na pumunta sa west.
No.
Talagang east lang. Okay.
No matter how you try to pull on the reins, they will not change their course.
Okay. Wala, lakad na lang siguro.
Nag-ano lang ako gallop.
Okay. And Icarus, you see all of this happening from above? So, what is the party now doing?
Punta sa left.
I'll remain vigilant
So,
up in
west?
the air.
Okay. As you head west, you find yourselves in front of a giant gate. On both sides of the gate, you can see that there are two statues of armed guardians which flank the gates. However, you notice that there is something strange with these statues because their heads are no longer on their shoulders but are now lying among the weeds at their feet. As you come closer, you start to hear the sound of iron moving as the gates swing open.
Wala namang ibang daan. Like yung path lang talaga.
You do not see any other way. And as you pass through them, you see the road continue to extend through the land.
Wow.
This time covered with thick forests on both sides, covering the mysteries of Barovia.
Wow.
And this is where we are going to end the session for tonight.
Oh, ang ganda nung gates. I love it.
Yeah.
Pwede mag-rest dito
No.
sa gate. Laki ng damage ko eh.
Dalawa.
Magka-camp out na si Shibara doon sa
Hindi na
loob.
kami tagabantay.
May kabayo dito sa picture, oh.
Oo nga.
And I hope you all enjoyed our session for tonight. Thank you very much for playing. Good night.
Thank you, Toby. Good night.
Alright, guys.
Good night.
Bye-bye.